I have two kids who love me, and I want the best for them. I'm hard on them because of that. And I know just how easy it is to fall into the excuses lifestyle, which is all too common, especially today. Sup everyone. Okay, today's a special one for me. It's about what has Muay Thai done for me, I guess is the best description. I think the safest way to put it is Muay Thai saved my life. 22 years ago, I started Muay Thai. I think going on 23 maybe. I was quite miserable, no self-esteem, addiction problems. I had quite a good job, but that was about it. That's about where it started and ended. I was in a relationship that wasn't very fulfilling. Anyway, started training. First session, I came home and I was still at my parents' house at the time. How old was I? I was 20 years old. So yeah, I came home to my parents' house and I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life. And mum just sort of laughed, and I'd had a few of those things over the years, and yeah, this one was different. From the first session, I felt like I could be someone. Definitely made me grow some self-esteem over the years. I went from having zero love for myself to now I genuinely love myself. But in the early days, it was, I just started feeling like someone. I felt like I had a cause to chase. I felt like I had a dream. And so I just went balls to the wall and started training as much as I could. I quit that job that I had and started training almost full time. But, it took me a long time to overcome everything, and obviously I thought I was over a lot of it, but part of the reasons why I thought I was over it was because, one, I was in a relationship at the time, and I thought that was all good, and I thought I was sober, but I wasn't actually sober. I was just being sober for someone else, short term, I guess. The other part was I didn't want to ruin my fighting by being on the illicit drugs and stuff. But in that time, I did use a lot of prescription meds, I suppose, as a way of still having an escape. There's a reason why I didn't have a very successful fighting career, and most of that comes down to probably my mental game and just not doing the right things by myself over the years. So, I had a fair whack of fights and spent a lot of time in Thailand, but with living in Thailand, you have easy access to a lot of the prescription meds, and I took way too many of those. But I definitely learnt. It was a slow learning process for me, slower than it should have been, but because I wanted excuses, I didn't want to be the best version of myself. So chasing something to escape from reality, when I wasn't fighting, I'd be taking the drugs, and then when I retired, I stayed reasonably clean except for the prescription meds. Once again, I thought I was doing okay by doing prescription meds, but I soon figured out later that they're just as bad, if not worse, probably worse, more addictive, I'd say. But, I learnt the lessons. I learnt sobriety through having fights and knowing that I had to be sober leading up to fights. And, I did like 3-year, 4-year stints in that time where I touched absolutely nothing. Then there was periods where I touched no illicit drugs, but I was still using prescription meds to try and, as I thought I was trying to treat my mental health issues, when all they were was an excuse as well. An excuse to do shit things to my body. But I learnt the lessons slowly but surely to now, today, love myself. And now, I run a gym, and, I try and pass on what I've learnt to the people who train with me, and hopefully they can make some, similar life choices that I did. I have two kids who love me, and, I want the best for them. I'm hard on them because of that. And I know just how easy it is to fall into the excuses lifestyle, which is all too common, especially today. So number one is that Muay Thai saved my life. I'll probably go into this a little bit more in detail later on. But if you can find something to do, something to chase, something to fall in love with, it's a game changer, and everyone around you benefits for it. So for me, if you need to love yourself, start doing Muay Thai, start chasing what could be, the goals of being a fighter or just being a better human being. You don't actually need to be a fighter, but Muay Thai is the game changer, and fall in love with yourself and everyone around you will benefit. So yeah, there's a little bit about me, about the way I've treated myself over the years and what I've gained from Muay Thai. Yeah, I hope this might help some people, and share it around if it works for you guys. If it thinks it might help someone around you, then go for it. But if you do want to like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff to help my YouTube grow, then that's great. If not, no stress at all. But yeah, hope this can help a few people. Thanks guys, peace.